If you're all about the views and being in the middle of the hustle and bustle, this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite Las Vegas Valley and Las Vegas Strip high-rise condos. Number 1, the Waldorf Astoria, formerly the Mandarin Orient. I love the Waldorf Astoria. It's actually my favorite aside from One Queensridge Place because of the location. It is so conveniently located next to the Aria, next to Veer, next to Vdara, next to Cosmopolitan. You can walk to Park MGM. It is a full 5-star residence and the only one in all of Las Vegas Valley. The residents at the Waldorf Astoria are the most sought after condos in town. The great thing about the private residence is you have a separate entrance from the hotel. The hotel and the residence are combined in one building, but floors 24 through 47 are private residents only, and floors 23 and below are hotel guests. The Waldorf Astoria private residence has over 225 residences and includes all of the amenities that a 5-star hotel would have. You have a spa, you have restaurants, you have concierge, valet, security, and so much more. A little hidden perk about Waldorf Astoria is that you are located in City Center, which has its very own zip code. What also is great is that you can walk to the Crystals, which is all top-notch stores, flagship stores with the best designers in town. I also love that you can walk to T-Mobile, Park MGM, Aria, which has my favorite restaurant, Javier's, Cosmopolitan, and just really enjoy the luxury things in Las Vegas. The pro of living here is the location. It is unbeatable. You have 5-star luxury amenities, and it's the only 5-star condo residence in all of Las Vegas. One of the hidden gems inside of Waldorf Astoria is the bar. It is my favorite bar in all of Las Vegas, and you can see the entire Las Vegas Strip. They also have high tea in 2 restaurants and a little coffee lounge and bar. Now the HOA fees are a little steep, and they depend on the size of your unit. With over 225 private units, and you're getting all of that, it really isn't that bad. The HOA fees range from $1,600 to $4,300 a month, and it includes all of these luxury services. The price per square foot ranges from $920 to $2,100, depending on the finishes. It also depends on how high that unit is and which side it faces. If it faces the Las Vegas Strip, it's gonna command a higher price per square foot versus the other side, which is very peaceful with mountains. For someone looking for the finer things in life, a beautiful unit with the best location, the Waldorf Astoria is it. Now, again, if you have a lot of pets or even maybe some children, it could be a little difficult living there, going up and down with the elevator, and you're sharing these amenities with hotel guests, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending. Number 2, Veer Towers. Veer Towers is 100% residential building. Veer Towers features 2 37-story buildings, which go like this, about a 5-degree angle, and they are located in the heart of City Center. This 670-unit building was designed by Murphy and Jan Architects of Chicago. These towers hold a LEED certificate from the U.S. Green Council. What I love about Veer Towers is the amenities. You have valet, which is so fun to go to because you go down off Las Vegas Boulevard. Valet's right there, and you can literally walk to Crystals, which is amazing. You have all of the amazing shops from all the top-end designers, and of course the restaurant. So it's very conveniently located. Something else I love about Veer is each building has its own amenity, and the amenities are at the very top. So when you go up to the very top floor, you get spectacular views where the pool is, where the fitness center is. There's also a media center and coffee. So if you're someone who wants convenience, you want an easy, sleek design building with a little bit of green certification, this building's it. The HOA fees are about 80 cents per square foot, and what's super unique about this building is each unit has a different square footage by feel. Like I shared in the beginning, the buildings go at a little 5-degree angle, so that's why the HOA fees vary. And they vary from $600 to $1,700 a month. The price per square foot here is a little bit less than the Waldorf Astoria because you don't have all of these great hotel amenities. Those range from $540 to $980 a square foot. There is a con to this building. You don't have the hotel amenities like you do at the Waldorf Astoria, and you don't have a deeded parking space, which can kind of be a pain in the butt if you're someone who does not like valet. So whenever I have a client who doesn't like valet, I definitely skip that building because you do not get that parking space. A lot of people who live in this building love the sleek design, they love the convenience of the location, and they don't need all of the frills like you have at Waldorf Astoria. They just want a nice, clean building, conveniently located with some great amenities. Number 3, Turnberry Towers. You have 2 towers just 10 minutes from the airport, right next to the convention center. What I love about this location is you are very conveniently located to that convention center. So if you're someone who attends a lot of conventions or you're in that network of people, you definitely want to be nearby because you can literally walk to the convention center from Turnberry Towers. Now, Turnberry Towers is located off Paradise and Karen, and it's on the other side of the strip, not where the hustle and bustle is. Located on this 8-acre site, you have 2 lagoon pools, you have a tennis court, you have a guard-gated feature, you have security, and you have a parking structure. So like I shared with Veer, you do not have a deeded parking space at Veer. You have to use their valet. At Turnberry, you can park your own car or use the valet, whatever you prefer. Turnberry Towers also has a pet park, they have a tennis court, they have a pool, spa, gym, concierge, and valet. Something to know about Turnberry Towers is you have 2 sets of dues. You have Turnberry Master, and then you have either East or West, depending on which building you live in. These range from $530 to $900 per month, depending on which unit you live in. These dues also include, aside from the amenities, water, trash, sewer, cable, and Wi-Fi. The price per square foot here varies, so it depends on which tower you're in, how high up you are, what your view is, and how your unit is finished. These range from $380 to $840, depending. Someone who's looking for a parking space, a really nice clean building, just a little bit off the strip, very close to the convention center and very close to the airport, this building is great for that person. The only con is if you do want to be in the hustle and bustle of the Las Vegas Strip, you are a bit far and you are going to have to drive there to get there. Located just a block off the strip on Paradise Road, we have 4 towers called Turnberry Place. These 4 buildings feature 38 stories and they were built between 2001 and 2006. What's unique about each building is they each have a different vibe. One has a more modern vibe, one has a more traditional vibe, one has a more classic vibe. They're all a little bit different, but right in the center you have Sterling Club, which is a country club of sorts. Amenities in this building include valet, concierge, gym, and you have so many pools that you can enjoy. What I love about this building is these units truly feel like single-story homes in the sky. They have some of the largest units in all of Las Vegas for a high-rise building. Something else I love about this building is you have private decks on some of these units, which is really awesome if you're someone who likes to sit outside and you don't want to have to use a common space to do so. These units range from 1,200 square feet to 8,000 square feet, and the penthouses have their very own pool and spa, which I think is so cool. The HOA fees range from 46 cents a square foot to 62 cents a square foot. Price per square foot ranges from $285 to $1,200 a square foot, depending on which building and how well it's finished. Like I mentioned, the Sterling Club is a true calling to Turnberry Place. It's right in the center. They have clay courts, so if you're someone who likes to play tennis and you want a clay court, this is it. It is really difficult to find clay courts in this city, but Sterling Club has it. Something else that's unique is it did close down at one point, and it was one of the very first country clubs in all of Las Vegas, and it was like the happening place back in the day. It did close down, but it reopened again in 2019 with a fresh facelift, and it includes so many amenities. There's now a cigar lounge, there's a little restaurant in there, they even have a med spa, another spa, a gym with Pilates and fitness classes. It's truly spectacular and tons of events are hosted there now. Most of the residents definitely take advantage of the Sterling Club, and you'll see them coming down from their high rises and walking over to play pickleball, tennis, socialize, and have some fun. I would say the con of Turnberry Place is that there's a lot going on with that club in the middle. So you're having a lot of people in and out who are members of the club, but you may not want to deal with all of that with parking and valet and all these different things. So that could be a con for you if you don't want to be involved in that. But the pro is that you get these really nice large units. They're built very well by a great developer, and there's a lot of action happening where you wouldn't have to go to the strip to be in that hustle and bustle. Before I continue on to the next high rise, my name is Courtney Bentley and I'm a luxury real estate agent here in Las Vegas. And I provide a concierge service to take the stress and headaches out of moving to this fabulous city. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next high rise. If you're listening to this, you love the idea of living in a high rise, but you don't want to be anywhere near the strip or on the strip, I have a building for you. Located right outside of Summerlin, we have one Queensridge Place. I used to live in this building, so I can definitely give you the tell-all be-all of the insides and outs of this building. Located adjacent to Summerlin, we have one Queensridge Place, which is right near Tivoli Village, which is filled with restaurants and my favorite, Cafe Leon, and near the Rampart Commons, which has restaurants like North Italia, it has Honey Salt, and it has Blue Mercury, which is like Sephora, but a little bit more luxurious. These two towers are guard gated and contain over 219 units in each tower. This high-rise was built in 2006 and features 219 units between the two buildings. This building has a very Mediterranean feel. It's beautifully done, and it has subterranean garages, which is perfect for someone who likes to drive their own vehicle. As someone who lived there, my favorite features of the building were the 5,000 square foot gym with a Pilates room with reformers, yes, actual reformers that you can use, and I loved the barista. The barista was my favorite thing. So every morning I would go down, I would get my cold brew coffee that they made. They also make smoothies. They had continental breakfast for everyone. It was a true treat and pleasure, and this was 7 days a week. So I would have my friends come visit me. We'd sit in the lounge, order our cold brews, hang out. I'd also take a lot of meetings there. It was a true pleasure to live in this building. And the gym is a real gym. I love the equipment and love the machines. As someone who works out every single day, this gym made me not want to go to any other gym. Something else that's unique about this building is you have a subterranean garage, which is great. This is very rare for high-rise living. I loved being able to pull in, go into my garage, put my things away. And something else I love is they have an on-site staff, which is incredible. These guys are amazing. They brought up my groceries for me. They would call me when deliveries came. They would even bring up my packages. True 5-star service. The other thing I loved about this building is they had on-site casitas. So if you had friends and family coming to visit you and you didn't want them to stay in a hotel, you wanted them to be with you but not in your unit, you could rent out these on-site guest casitas. I believe they're $150 a night, and they can stay there for a few nights and go home and be close to you. The HOA fees are a little high, and there is no shift in those fees. So every single unit pays the same fee, whether you're in the crown jewel penthouse or in a 1-bedroom, and that fee is around $2,700 a month. The price per square foot ranges from $450 to $944 square foot, but it's truly worth it. I would say the con of this building is the high HOAs, but from someone who lived there, the HOA fee is totally worth it. I felt so well taken care of there. I didn't need a gym membership. I never needed to go to the spa, and I had everything within walking distance that I wanted: Tivoli Village, Rampart Commons, and the building staff, they're the best. I can truly say that. Whenever I had an issue or a problem, I'd make one phone call, and within 15 minutes, someone would be there to help me out. So the HOA fee may seem high, but it's totally worth it. Next, we have Park Towers. Built by Steve Wynn and Ern Molaski in 2000, this 84 residential unit building has everything. Steve Wynn wanted to build this building because he wanted to house all of his executives while they were building the Wynn and the Encore. This building has a truly luxurious vibe, and it has pet parks, a garden, which is my favorite area. They have a pool, spa, hair salon, massage room, gym, everything that one could need so that they could focus on working and not on trying to find all these amenities. This building is located just off the Las Vegas Strip in the Hughes Financial Center district. The HOA fees are a little high here. They're ranging from $3,100 to $4,800 a month. The price per square foot ranges from $490 to $651 a square foot, depending on the designer finishes. People who like to live here like to be close to the financial centers and all of the businesses around that area. A lot of executives and CEOs live in this building. The con of this building is the high HOA fees. You get a lot for them, but they're still particularly high compared to some of the other buildings on the strip. The other con is it's not that close, and it's kind of off the path if you are trying to go on and off the strip for business. Next up, we have The Martin. Located on Dean Martin, you have The Martin. The Martin was part of Panorama Towers when they were first being built in 2006, and as we all know, things shifted. They had to let go of The Martin. So it was Panorama Tower 3 at the time, but another company bought it and they changed the name to The Martin. Fun fact, in 2021, The Martin had the highest sale for any high-rise in all of Las Vegas at $16.25 million. Amenities for The Martin include concierge, valet. They even have a house car that goes out on the weekends and can take you to the strip or the airport. They have a coffee bar, a gym, a sauna, a spa, and a lap pool. The Martin has a really cool hip vibe with Carrara marble and just really cool funky art. And it's something that I love specifically about this building. The amenities include my favorite thing, a weekend driver. Yes, You can have someone drive you to the Strip or the airport, which is so awesome and a really unique amenity for a high-rise building. There is also a pool, which is a lap pool, a spa, they have a coffee bar, a lounge, and even a gym. The HOA dues are about 65 cents a square foot and range from $770 to $3,300 a month. The price per square foot is around $404 to $1,155 a square foot, depending on the floor, size, and the designer finishes. I love this building because a little bit of funk, it's very modern, very hip and cool, and you're right off Dean Martin. And something that's really unique about this building is that it has a little bridge that you can walk over and you land right in city center, which is kind of fun. The con of this is that if there's a Raiders game, you're gonna be stuck in that traffic because Allegiant Stadium is also off Dean Martin. So if you're someone who likes to just be able to leave whenever they want, you're gonna have to plan around Raiders games or any other types of events that are happening at Allegiant Stadium, because that is gonna mean traffic for you. What high-rise do you like so far? I'd love to know. Comment below, let's talk about it. Right next to the Martin, we have Panorama Towers. Like I shared when I was talking about the Martin, Panorama Towers had a little bit of a funk during that crash. So Panorama Towers is a very unique building. It has a very blue vibe, which I think creates a lot of peace. And they call it Panorama Towers because each unit has a wraparound so that you can see the full strip when you're facing one side and the mountain views when you're facing the other side. If you're looking for a building with balconies, Panorama Towers is it. Unlike the buildings I shared before, like Veer Towers and Waldorf Astoria, you don't get balconies at these buildings, but at Panorama you do. Panorama Towers is very unique. You have two buildings with 44 stories. In the center you have a valet, and then you have these really cool loft-style condos, which is very rare and unique for a high-rise building like this. Across the 15 freeway, you have the Panorama Towers, and what's so great about the views there is you can see the entire Las Vegas Strip. Now, if you are on the Strip, you don't get that full panoramic view. You have to be on the other side of the 15 freeway to truly get that view. So on that side, you get that view, and if you're in the back of the building, you get the beautiful red rocks, which is so peaceful. Floor plans range here from 750 square feet and up to 4,000. Amenities at Panorama include valet, coffee bar, spa, gym, and you have a restaurant in front in the commercial space called the Blind Pig, which is pretty cool. The HOA fees are about $500 to $4,500 depending on your unit size and include water and gas. The price per square foot is $360 to $1,700 depending on the unit and the designer finishes. Panorama Towers is the second most popular high-rise because of its units and location. I also love the amenities, super cool, and it's really awesome to have that valet and be off of Dean Martin. Now the con. Panorama Towers is harder to finance. It is really difficult to find someone to finance these. Not impossible, but you're not gonna find it through a traditional bank because of all the litigation that Panorama Towers went through during the years. Last but not least, Vdara, located in city center, a true condotel. What I love about Vdara is if you are someone out there who wants to live in Las Vegas, maybe get your feet wet, but you aren't sure, high-rise living sounds exciting, but you're still not sure, this could be a great option for you. The great thing about buying a unit in Vdara is it comes fully furnished, and when you're not using it, you can list it on Airbnb, VRBO, or you can run it through the Vdara hotel program, which means, cha-ching, you're making money when you're not using it. Vdara is located in city center, which is in the hustle and bustle, where Waldorf Astoria, Veer Towers, and Aria are also located. There's 57 stories and over 1,400 hotel rooms. Out of all the different condotels, and there's only 5, this one's my favorite because of the location and it's very luxurious. Amenities include fitness center with smoothie bar, you have lounge access with a Starbucks, pool, cabana, valet, and so much more. The HOA fees, depending if you have a studio or a 2-bedroom, range from $680 to $980 a month. The price per square foot ranges from $790 to $1,350. This is great for someone who is looking to see if Las Vegas is a good fit. It's a great long-term investment. We have so many things happening here where you can charge a premium on your unit. F1, concerts, UFC, more and more conventions, so much hustle and bustle here with the sports and all those different things. This could be a great opportunity for you if you're not so sure if you want to make Las Vegas your primary residency. The con of this building is you never know who your neighbor is. A lot of these units are turning over fast. They are hotel rooms. So if you're someone who wants to know your neighbor, you're not really sure, Veer could be a great opportunity for you. It's a residential building. You're always going to know who's next door. Or if you're someone who's kind of like not sure if you want to do Vegas full time, you want to have a little bit of investment, you don't really care if your neighbors keep changing, Vdara could really suit you. As someone who's lived in One Queensridge Place, I have to say it truly is my personal ideal lifestyle. For me, it's just me and my husband and 2 small Shih Tzus. It works great for us. I loved having the gym, just the elevator down. I loved having a space where I could host my friends and family. The barista, amazing. I could get cold brew coffee between, I think it's like 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and I can invite my friends to enjoy the same thing. I had a pool, I had a spa, and I did have a slight plumbing problem and I made 1 phone call and someone was up to fix it. I loved truly that lifestyle. For me, living in a house is great. I love having the space. I love hosting parties, but high-rise living is truly my way to live. It's luxurious, it's convenient. And if you're someone out there who doesn't want to have to worry about plumbing issues, or you just want to go down your elevator and go work out, it's the perfect lifestyle. Now, if you have a pet, it is a little bit of a pain. As someone who had 2 Shih Tzus living in One Queensridge Place, I had to go in the service elevator. There was only a small little park where I could walk my dog. Kind of a pain sometimes, especially when the weather was not great. But it was totally worth it because I had so many conveniences, just an elevator ride away. So if you're someone out there who wants to move to Las Vegas, you don't want the big house, you don't want to have any maintenance, you want views, you want convenience, high-rise living might be for you. For more videos about the Las Vegas real estate market, be sure to check out the videos above. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.